It's happening. We can finally do the thing that we've been wanting to do for years. You all asked for it. A lot of you complained about it, and now it's happening. Also, stay tuned to see what Halo fans have been particularly picky about recently. So stay tuned and enjoy the video.
Ultimate Halo.
Hey up lads and lasses, Fletch here from Ultimate Halo, and yes, Halo Infinite, it's very exciting times. I love the screenshots. Everything about this PC update was fantastic, and it seems like they're really going in hard on PC. It's not going to be a second grade experience, more of an afterthought. This game was built from the ground up for PC alongside current and next gen consoles. Fantastic news. They talk a lot about ultra wide monitors, and honestly looking at some of these screenshots, I'm sure you've all seen them a million times and watched other videos about it, but they do look incredible. I mean, look how just the level of detail in terms of the lighting, the art style. I love that they're going back to the classic Foreigner art style that Bungie introduced, and also, as I'm sure you've all noticed by now, the Foreigner Guardian design from Halo 3. This is going back to the classic design, and I tell you what, I don't care if they're going to retcon the previous design from Halo 5. I wasn't the biggest fan, and those stupid faces they had, just never liked it. Going back to the old design, just do it, retcon it, fine by me. But I suppose they'll find some excuse like nanobots. Lots of graphic options are in this update, including the ability to have an FPS counter. Now, I play a lot of Cold Warzone, and this game has it, although it looks a bit janky and it looks like it shouldn't be part of the game. It'd be cool if it was integrated into the HUD, so it didn't look so like out of place when you put it on the game. We'll get to the brand new way you can play Halo Infinite in a moment, but I do want to talk about some of the things fans have been talking about on Twitter. Now, of course, the level of detail was a massive thing that was discussed last year at the E3 presentation for Halo Infinite. I think the game looked good on the whole, but yeah, there were definitely issues with lighting and the level of detail. For example, the assault rifle, it seems that this has been clearly addressed because there's lots of detail on this assault rifle, including how it reflects the light. And back on the trailer we saw before, it was very flat. Now, a lot of people said that was down to lighting, but either way, we have confirmation now that there's definitely been a lot of work put into the game since. But there is still some persistency around level of detail. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to zoom into this brute on screen. As you can see, it looks pretty good from afar, no issues. But when we're going a little bit further, people are complaining that it looks very flat. There doesn't look like there's a lot of texture on there. And I think this is for two reasons. Now, of course, art style is a big thing. I think they're going less for, let's have everything ultra high detail and full of artistic noise like Halo 5 was, and we're going to strip things back a little bit. But it's not just that that's causing the level of detail to be quote unquote low. The thing is, we are looking at this guy from a distance, and a lot of the screenshots you do see on Twitter and wherever else they're posted, it does mean that there's going to be less detail. Why does the game engine need to render that when you're not even up close and in person with it? Now, of course, if the game comes out and you're up close and there's literally the same level of detail, then fine, I'll hold my hand up. But I think this is something we're really overreacting with. So don't worry that this guy who's, 10 meters away or however far isn't that detailed. Don't worry about it. And I think that's one thing we need to stop being so picky about. And I think when you're playing the game, it'll be a completely different experience. And because there's so much going on and you want to explore so many different areas, your focus probably isn't even going to be on that guy. So we'll see what happens. But the main part of this video is there is a brand new way to play Halo Infinite, and I think it's quite funny actually, because in yesterday's video I kind of made a joke about how PS5 guys aren't going to be able to play Halo Infinite, and obviously it was just me having a bit of a jab, just having a bit of banter basically. But they have confirmed in this latest update you can play with other brands of controllers, not just Xbox and mouse and keyboard. This means you can now play with a Steam controller, hopefully not an Ouya controller because I don't think anybody used that thing. PlayStation 4 and 5. Now that's a pretty big thing, and I know a lot of people have been doing that with the Master Chief Collection, and honestly, it makes me feel uncomfortable playing Halo with a PlayStation controller. I don't want it, I don't want to try it, Other people do, that's fine. But it's quite a new way to look at things. I wonder if we're going to get to see more experiences and if it's going to be hackable to be compatible with virtual reality. There will hopefully be a lot of customization in that regard. So, all very exciting news. I'm sure you've all had detailed breakdowns by now, so this isn't what this video is for, but I thought that was a very interesting little bit to focus on. If you want more Halo Infinite content, we're on the road to 100,000 subscribers, so your support would be greatly appreciated. My name is Jack Fletcher, and I will see you next time on the one and the only Ultimate Halo.
Subscribe now to Ultimate Halo for more unfriggin' believable Halo content.